Nigerians and Ghanaians are officially reacting to the news that over 3.5 million Nigerians who are staying in the United States illegally will be deported back to Nigeria.
Ghana. With over 6,200 individuals, Ghana joins the list of significant deportation numbers. Number 2, Nigeria. Over 20,200 people awaiting removal.
So these are African countries on Donald Trump's deportation list for 2025. According to the ICE, he has already started. It's going on right now. As of now in Africa, the one who is topping the list, I think, is Somalia with over 22,000 people. After that, Nigeria with over 20,000 people. Then there's Ethiopia with 10,500 people. Then you come to Ghana with 6,400 people. The list goes on and on and on. Now, how is this going to be carried out? First of all, they have to find the people, and then they'll detain them and verify their immigration status. They'll be raiding people's homes and their offices to get these people. However, not everybody will be deported. Some people will appear before the immigration judge and defend their case. Some people can also seek new immigration status by citing their family relationship or maybe fear of being persecuted back home. That's what we call the temporary protected status. If you don't want problem, if you don't want them to come looking for you, you can leave voluntarily. And finally are the people without documents or maybe with invalid documents. As for them, they'll go through what we call the expedited removal.
You don't know.
They will not even listen to them. Like, they will not even get the chance to appear before court. Immediately, they'll bring them back to their country.
I'm telling you.
Even though some of them can seek asylum. So in a nutshell, expect some of your family members back home as soon as possible.
ICE today was in Newark. They were literally picking different people. If they stop you and you don't have proof or identification to prove that you're in America legally, my dear, here are places to avoid. Train station. In New York, in every exit entrance, they are putting officers there. You get it? So now it's no longer even friends that are going to get you deported. Where are you going? So pray for protection. Don't find yourself in the wrong places. So I was like, damn, they are literally close to where I am. Guys, be careful out there. Be careful. That's all that I can say.
If you are a person of color, a black person, because this is, again, directly about black people, like, share, comment, boost this to the For You page because this is serious. Remember how I told you that once they were done focusing on immigrants, they were going to turn on black people? And this is why we should have minded our fucking business and stayed out of it altogether. Trump's Justice Department halts police reform agreement. Why is this a problem for black people? Because that police reform was specifically put in place in 2015 after Freddie Gray was slain, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it means. Basically made it so that they could keep tabs on police departments for the people that they were unaliving, harming, or being treated unfairly through them. It makes clear that the department will use all appropriate legal authorities to safeguard civil rights and protect the environment. This has to be consistent with long-standing departmental practices informed by the expertise of the department's career workforce. If you follow that up with what just happened with Elon Musk doing that salute, I told you guys we were next. Share this. We need to come up with something now. This is not a joke.
So many Nigerians, so many Ghanaians are saying this is unfair. Like this Ghanaian content creator, his name is Jones. You can see him on the screen. He said a lot of things about the alleged deportation from the US. You all know Trump administration is leaving no stone unturned this year when it comes to immigration, when it comes to people coming into the United States. According to Trump, he said, if you will live in the United States, you must be documented. You must stay in the country legally. Yes. And to me, I really do not have any issues with Trump deciding to ensure that anybody that comes into his country is staying legally. Why? Because these are the things we are also cheering up in our own countries. Ghanaians are telling their government to ensure that the only foreigners who stay in their country are foreigners who are properly documented, who have a right to stay in the country, and who are there to do the right things. According to Trump, only illegal citizens, those who come to America to perpetuate crimes, will be sent back to the country. So to me, I feel there is no cause for alarm. In moments and times like this, we Nigerians, we Ghanaians, as Africans, we will now put in that so much effort to build our home. Why? Because when they say there is no place like home, we thought that saying was just an ordinary one. No, indeed, there is no place like home. Because why will Nigerians, or should I say Ghanaians, have to go through that stress of staying in the diaspora illegally? Why? Because you just don't want to come back to your home country, because you know that the standard of life you are living in the US can never be compared to what you will get in your home country. This is why we now need to put in active effort into our government, into the system, to ensure that the government is doing the right thing. Because it's so sad that so many Nigerians, so many Ghanaians who are staying in the US are just so scared. Even those who are staying legally are kind of worried, saying that even if I have the right papers and the government decides to deport me, will I not be in my home country before I even start fighting the deportation? These are the things that are running through the minds of a lot of Africans in the US. Many of them are worried. You watched their videos. They have been worried. They have been reacting. They have been complaining, saying they do not know where their fate lies if Trump decides to come and deport them. This is that time where we need to come back home and take care of business here. If you're part of those that will be deported, I will advise you come back happily. At least those few times you stayed in the US, you were able to, accumulate some savings. You were able to save up some things. You were able to at least build 1 or 2 houses over here, invest in 1 or 2 businesses, come back with the little you have and continue your life. And then later on, you can decide to go back. But for now, I will not advise anybody to stay back in the US until you are deported by Trump himself. Now that the warning is out there, some people have already been deported. We advise you just carry your bag before you to get to your turn and come back to your motherland. Well, guys, what do you think? Feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. It's really so sad that, despite having the amount of natural resources we have in Africa, many Africans still choose to live in the diaspora in very, very harsh conditions, because they know that whatever they can get in the diaspora there is way better than what they had when they were in Africa. It's so really sad. Sincerely, this Trump deportation has caused a lot of people to be worried, scared, like people are just panicking. And I'm like, hey, is US now heaven? Hey, but take it or leave it. It's a little heaven, though. It's a little heaven, though, compared to what many Africans are seeing in Africa. At least there's power, there's food, stable government. The rights are not, being tampered, and a whole lot. So when I see Africans behave the way they behave when it comes to this deportation, I kind of understand, and my heart goes out to every one of them who will be affected by this. Hopefully, they come back, start life afresh, and things go in their favor. But lovelies, feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. I'm Delicious Army. I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff related to them. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye. Bye.